Hi kids, welcome back to another English class. I'm Miss Jocelyn Flores and this is your English capsule for 5th grade. Let's begin. In this capsule, we're going to review units number 1 and number 2. And for that, we're going to start with vocabulary of unit number 1. That vocabulary is related to countries and nationalities. As you can see here on the presentation, I have a column that represents the country and the other column that represents the nationality. So, as you can see in the table, we have Canada. Pay attention to the flag. The nationality is Canadian. Then we continue with the US, the United States. The nationality is American. Then is Mexico. You have the flag, Mexican. Then we're going to continue with Brazil, the nationality Brazilian. Then we have Chile, and the nationality is Chilean. Then we have Portugal, the nationality Portuguese. Spain, Spanish. The UK, that is the United Kingdom, British. Turkey, Turkish. China, Chinese. Japan, Japanese, Australia, and Australian. I put you a flag to each country in order that you can understand a little bit better to which country I am telling you, okay? So remember, in column number 1, that is this column that you have here, you have the country, Canada, and then in the other column you have Canadian, the nationality, okay? Remember, the US, the United States, the nationality, American. And then you continue with all the countries that you have here. Remember that this is a review, okay? So now let's focus on grammar, okay? Let's focus on that. This is the grammar of unit number 1. In unit number 1, we learned how to work with something that is called subject pronouns. Here in this presentation, I have some pictures to represent you which subject pronouns each word. Okay, so I am going to start with this person over here that is pointing to itself, and here says I. And here I put the word in Spanish. So remember that subject pronouns in Spanish will be pronombres personales. So I, yo, you, tú, she, ella, he, él, it, that is for animals and things, remember that, eso, you, ustedes, they, ellos, we, nosotros. Another thing that is very, very important is that you have to focus that it, he, she, you, and I are subject pronouns that represents a singular person, okay? And I am going to focus here on the subject pronoun it, because what happened if I have dogs or I don't know, tables, and I have more than one? In that opportunity, you cannot use the subject pronoun it. You must use the word they, because you are referring to more than one thing, okay? Let's continue with some examples that are very important. As you can see here, there is a lady that is teaching and says, I am a teacher. I am a teacher. Here I have a subject pronoun. I am a teacher. Then here you have a dog. Okay, remember that the dog is the representative form of the word it. It is a dog. It is a dog. Then here is Miss Jocelyn. She is Miss Jocelyn. And then finally you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 students. So They are students. They are students. We're going to focus now on be simple present, but only in affirmative sentences, okay? And we're going to start to link subject pronouns with these words that you have here that are am, is, and are, okay? Here I have some examples. I have 4 examples that we are going to use this be simple present. Number 1, I am Chilean. Yo soy chileno. 2, you are a student. Tú eres un alumno. 3, she is a doctor. Ella es una doctora. 4, they are teachers. Ellos o ellas son profesores o profesoras. Maybe in this photo you know this football player because it's a very famous one. He is Gary Medel. Okay, so here I have a sentence. Gary Medel is a soccer player. Okay, and I am using the word is. As you can see here, am, is, are. I am using is with Gary Medel. Gary Medel, we can change it to the subject pronoun he because he's a boy. Okay, so this name, Gary Medel, we can change it to the word or the subject pronoun he. Let's focus now on the other picture that I have here. Probably you know this group, and says BTS are Korean. BTS are Korean. So I am using the word are. That is the be simple present. You have to focus that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And for that 7 people, I need to use an are. Okay, remember that are, you're going to use it with the subject pronouns you, we, they, and you one more time. So, BTS are Korean. BTS son coreanos. Now, here we have another pictures. Like for example here, I am one more time. I am an English teacher, of course, because I am teaching you English. So, I am an English teacher. And here I am using the verb to be am. And probably this cartoon, you know it a lot. It's called Clarence, okay? And here I have Clarence, it's here. Then I have Jeff and Sumo are friends, okay? Clarence, Jeff, and Sumo son amigos. And finally, we have here another photograph. Maybe here Mordecai is a blue jay bird. Here you have a box that is very, very important to you understand what is a be simple present. You have the subject pronoun, the full form, and the short form. I am, the short form, I'm. You are, your. She is, she's. He is, his. It is, its. They are, their. You are, your. We are, we're. Let's continue now with unit number 2, vocabulary. In this unit, we learned something about family. We focus on family members. So, here we have like a family tree. We're going to start with grandpa. You have grandpa. I think that the pictures show you a lot what is a grandpa. Then you have here grandma, and together are grandparents, okay? Then you have mom, then you have dad, and together are parents, okay? Probably the mom or dad has a sister or a brother, and that will be your aunt, okay? Here you have it, aunt. And of course that you have a uncle. And aunt and uncle have kids, and that will be your cousins, okay? Remember that cousins could be a boy or a girl. And finally, we have brother and we have sister. Let's focus now on grammar of unit number 2. And in this unit, we learned about, again, be simple present, but in the negative form. So for that reason, I am going to take the same examples that I used in the previous unit, but I am going to negate those sentences. As you can see here, you have am not, is not, are not. So let's begin. 1. I am not Chilean. 2. You are not a student. 3. She is not a doctor. 4. They are not teachers. Let's focus now on the picture of Gary Medel. So Gary Medel is not a baseball player, of course, because he is a football player or a soccer player. For that reason, Gary Medel is not a baseball player. Gary Medel no es un jugador de béisbol, por supuesto, porque juega fútbol. And then we have the other picture. BTS are not Chileans, of course, because BTS are from Korea, okay? BTS are Korean. Let's continue with the other examples. I told you that I have the same examples, but in the negative form. I am not a science teacher. Totally, because I am an English teacher. Then here, Clarence, Jeff, and Sumo are not brothers because they are friends. And finally, Mordecai, it's not an eagle. Duh, yes, Mordecai, it's a blue jay bird, okay? Here you have a subject pronoun, full form and short form. I am not. Remember that to negate a sentence, you are going to use this word, not, okay? I am not. And the short form, I'm not. You are not, you aren't. She is not, she isn't. He is not, he isn't. It is not, it isn't. They are not, they aren't. You are not, you aren't. We are not, we aren't. Okay, and now we are going to talk about a little bit of questions. And here I have some other pictures that are going to be very familiar for you. Like for example, is Arturo Vidal Canadian? And the answer will be no, he isn't, because Arturo Vidal is Chilean. Then we have, is Miley Bobby Brown an actress of Stranger Things? Yes, she is. The third question, are the characters of Stranger Things Chilean? No, they aren't. And the final question is, are they soccer players? Yes, they are. So you have to pay attention to all the words that I underline in red, because that kind of words are very, very important. Let's continue with another photograph. Are you a student? Yes, we are. And finally, are you Chilean? Yes, I am. Here you have another box that it's going to be very, very helpful for you, and you have all the questions here, and you have the short answers in affirmative form, and you have the short answers in negative form. Am I happy? Yes, you are, or no, you aren't. Are you happy? Actually, are you happy now? Yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Okay, and this is the last part, demonstratives. We're going to use this, that, and those. Remember that you have to pay attention a lot to near and far, cerca y lejos. Remember that we're going to use this only for singular, one pen, and we're going to use these for plurals, more than one, but they are close, near, 1, 2, 3 pens. And then we're going to use in a singular form, but that is far, that, and we're going to use those for more than one people, plural, but they are far, those. Example, this is a cell phone. Pay attention to the hand and the cell phone. 2, these are books. Pay attention to the photo. 3, that is a car. the boy and the card are far, 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 far away. And number 4, those are my dogs and are far too. Okie dokie, I hope that you understand everything in this English capsule. Remember that this is a review of unit number 1 and 2. So, please take care and see you in online classes. Bye bye.